Very good morning, all the students of fourth standard. We are learning here the 10th lesson of our history, or the first lesson of second term, page number 37. Baji Prabhu and the memorable battle of Ghodkhind. This lesson we are learning Baji Prabhu and memorable battle of Ghodkhind. Now, in a previous video, we have seen that Siddhi Johar he laid siege to the Panagarh fort, and what are the food grains were there. Storage of the food grains were running out. It was a great difficulty for the Shivaji Maharaj how to be live there. Rainy season was approaching. Shivaji Maharaj felt that when the rainy season will approach, at that time maybe a little bit slackness of Siddhi Johar he will give in to the siege, the Panagarh fort siege. But when the rainy seasons came there, at that time, instead of doing the slackness into the siege, Siddhi Johar he gave more tighten the siege there. More soldiers were appointed day and night there. So it was difficult for the Shivaji Maharaj to be come out, and he can't do the open battle against the Siddhi Johar because he had a huge army, and Shivaji Maharaj was trapped inside the Pranhu fort there. So he used strategies that to be open talk with the Siddhi Johar. So he sent one message that he was ready to discuss or to surrender. So when the soldiers they got this news, they lived slacken the siege. They indulged in music, food, and drinking. So Shivaji Maharaj used the advantage of these situations there. Shivaji escapes from the siege. Shivaji Maharaj he escaped from the siege of Panhala. Shivaji escaped from the siege. A plan was hit upon to escape from the siege. So Shivaji Maharaj, whatever the plan was there to be escape from the siege, that plan was hit there. He got labeled slackens to the fort, siege of Panagarh fort. Two plannikins were kept ready for the Shivaji Maharaj. Two plannikins there where they will sit and they will they carry on their shoulder that dolly also we can call him Hindi or Marathi there. So two plannikins were kept ready there. One was meant for the Shivaji, in which he would processed using a difficult route. One they kept ready for the Shivaji Maharaj. In that Shivaji Maharaj will sit and he will go from the difficult route from backside. He will escape from the Panagarh fort, and the other would be occupied by another person disguised as a Shivaji, and another one plannik they kept for the another one one who disguised in a Shivaji's dress, same copy of the Shivaji Maharaj, carbon copy of the Shivaji Maharaj. That person should wear the dresses of the Shivaji Maharaj, and he will go toward the Siddhi Johars. This planiki was to be lived by the Rajdandi, and which was going toward the Siddhi Johars side. Duplicate Shivaji's or carbon copies of the Shivaji Maharaj planiki that will they kept for the near the Rajdandi from this side. This other planiki would be easily spotted by the enemy's forces, and they kept like in this way, and they choose the route like in this way that it will be easily spotted by the enemy's army. That means it will be easily seen them, catch to the sight. So while the enemy celebrated the captures of the Shivaji, the real Shivaji would escape by the difficult route. So when this duplicate Shivaji he started into the planiki there, and he proceeds to from the Rajdandi side. Easily it was spotted by the Siddhi Johar's army. They came, they captured it, and they started to enjoy that. They felt that they caught Shivaji Maharaj here. They started to celebrate. So meanwhile, original Shivaji he escaped from the backside from another route by sitting in the another planiki there. So the enemy celebrated the capture of Shivaji. The real Shivaji would escape by the difficult route. This was the plan there of the Shivaji Maharaj. And for this, a brave youth undertook this task. He took the responsibility of this task or this work. He knew that if you go toward the Siddhi Johars, then he will not be survived that. He would not be survived. By knowing this also, that persons, he accepted this task for the sake of the Swaraj, for the Shivaji Maharaj. So this was the plan. This was the plan for this. The brave youth undertook this task. He resembled Shivaji in the looks that a brave man looked like nearby Shivaji only there. His name was Shiva Kashid, and that another person, duplicate persons, one who looked by a carbon copy of the Shivaji Maharaj. His name was Shiva Kashid. He was the hairdressers in the Shivaji services, and Shiva Kashid, he was a hairdresser into the Shivaji Maharaj services. He was working as a hairdresser. He was working for the Shivaji Maharaj as a servant there. He was courageous and the shrewd. And this Shiva Kashid, he was a courageous person, courageous man, and a shrewd also, expert, highly skilled. And he was we can say that a chapter also, we can call in another word. As a planned, the Planikyu carrying Shiva Kashid came out of Rajdandi. It was dark night and it was raining heavily. When Shiva Kashid, he sat into the Planikyus and came out from the Rajdandi there. A dark night, it was there a dark night. And when he was coming at that time, what happened? It was raining heavily, dark night also, and a heavy rainfall was there. Still some enemy soldiers were keeping watch. Then also some soldiers of the Siddhi Johar, they were keeping watch toward the Panagarh fort there. They captured the Planikyus. They thought that they had caught Shivaji himself and took the Planikyu to the Siddhi's camp. So they captured this Planikyu there, and they felt that they caught to the Shivaji Maharaj, and they took this Planikyus toward the Siddhi Johar's camp there. Jubilations began in the camps there. Celebrations started there in the camp. They felt that they captured the Shivaji Maharaj. In the meanwhile, Shivaji escaped from the fort by the difficult route. So at the time, Shivaji Maharaj escaped from the Panagarh from fort by using the difficult route there. Another route. He was accompanied by Baji Prabhu Deshpande and some selected soldiers were with him. So they choose another one path, Baji Prabhu Deshpande and Shivaji Maharaj, with some selected soldiers there. The Bandal Deshmukh army accompanied them. Bandal Deshmukh's army is also accompanied or along with the Shivaji Maharaj there, or Baji Prabhu Deshpande. After some time, the plot of Shivaji Kashid was exposed there. So when they escaped from the Panagarh fort, and when the duplicate Shivaji Maharaj, when he reached to, they took his Planikyus toward the Siddhi Johar's camp. That time Siddhi Johar, when he came to know that this person was not Shivaji, so this plot, this drama of the Shivaji Maharaj was exposed there. The furious Siddhi killed him then and there. So when he saw that this was not original Shivaji, it was duplicate of the Shivaji Maharaj. So while in rage, Siddhi Johar, he killed that Shiva Kashid there only, on the spot only. He killed. Shiva Kashid, he sacrificed his own life in the cause of the Shivaji and the Swaraj. Shiva Kashid there, he sacrificed his own life for the cause of the Swaraj. Thus he became the immortal there. He knew that if you go toward the Siddhi Johar, then if he came to we know that he was not a Shivaji, he was duplicate, then he will not be survived. Siddhi Johar will definitely kill him. Then also he accepted this task and he sacrificed his life for the Swaraj. When the Siddhi learned that Shivaji had given him the slip, Siddhi Johar came to know that Shivaji Maharaj escaped from the Pranhu fort. He was lived with rage. Shivaji Maharaj, Siddhi Johar became very angry. Immediately he dispatched his Sardar Siddhi Masud, accompanied by big army. So Siddhi Johar, he sent his Sardar Siddhi Masud. He was the Sardar of Siddhi Johar. He dispatched him. He gave order him to follow the Shivaji Maharaj and capture him. With a huge army there, big army, in hot pursuit of the Shivaji, they began to chase Shivaji Maharaj on the horses. At the daybreak, the pursuing horsemen caught up with the Shivaji at Pantrapani streams. Up to in the mornings, nearby morning time is there, dawn of the morning there. At the time, Siddhi Johar's armies, they caught Shivaji Maharaj's soldiers. They came near the Shivaji Maharaj soldiers at the Pantrapani stream there. Shivaji was now in a real trouble with the greatest difficulty. He and his men crossed the Ghodkhind there. Shivaji Maharaj was in trouble now. He knew that it was difficult to be survived. Somehow they managed to be cross the Ghodkhind pass. Difficult pass was there. Both sides the high hills were there, and from there narrow pass was there. He was managed to be past that Ghodkhind pass. So today we'll stop here only. When it will come tomorrow, then tomorrow we'll come with the next one point. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.